Welcome to Life in Real Time with Lucia, the podcast where we capture the essence of raw, unfiltered conversations and where we will dive deep into the journey of life. No topic is off limits here, and things can get real, really real. This is your space for open, honest, and sometimes messy discussions about everything that life throws our way. The good, the bad, and the downright chaotic. Some episodes will be unscripted, where anything can happen, and others will be carefully crafted to explore thought-provoking themes. A fair warning, though, that this is rated adult, and yes, that means that the language might get a little colorful at times, but hey, that's life in real time, right? So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and join me on this unpredictable adventure through life's ups and downs, and everything in between. Let's keep it raw, keep it real, and above all, let's keep it honest. I'm Lucia, and this is Life in Real Time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Life in Real Time with Lucia. I'm really glad you're here today, and honestly, today's episode isn't going to be polished or perfect. It is literally me showing up exactly as I am. But before we start, I just want to say this. This podcast is based on my personal experiences and emotions. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a human being sharing life exactly how I live it. Some things we talk about might be emotional or triggering, so please take care of your heart and listen gently. We're near the end of the year, and I've been doing a lot of thinking, reflecting, and I'll be honest, feeling it too. And I know I'm not the only one, so today let's sit together. Let's talk about this year, about the people who hurt us, about the moments that made us question everything, and about how we're going to step into 2026 differently. This is one of those episodes where I want you to feel like we're sitting at the kitchen table, having tea or possibly wine, just speaking the truth. You know, this year taught me a lot about people. It taught me that people you love can hurt you, people you trust can disappoint you, people you've never expected to turn around and become strangers, or worse, the reason you cried yourself to sleep. And maybe you can relate to all this. Maybe you had a friendship that cracked this year. Maybe a family member that said something that stuck with you in a way that they'll never understand. Maybe someone's jealousy or gossip changed how you see them. Maybe someone made you feel small or invisible or unappreciated. And when it happens enough times, you start to close off. You start to question your worth. You start to think, is it me? Maybe I just care too much. Maybe I am too sensitive. But here's what I've learned. Being sensitive doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that you're alive. It means that your heart works. It also means you feel, and that's a gift. Hurt comes from caring, and caring is not the problem. But let's also talk about the flip side. Let me say something might be a little uncomfortable, because if this podcast is anything, it's honest. There were moments this year where we weren't perfect either. There were moments where we hurt people too, not on purpose, but because we were tired, stressed, overwhelmed, shut down, or dealing with our own shit. There were moments we didn't listen, moments we avoided conversations, moments we reacted too quickly, or moments we didn't show up the way we wish we had. And it's hard to admit that, right? But that's the beauty of growth. We can look at both sides. We can acknowledge our wounds and our impact. I think 2025 showed a lot of us the parts of ourselves we don't talk about. And that's okay, because awareness is the beginning of everything. So I want to pretend we're sitting together right now, and I am going to ask you. I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and I want you to just take a pause and think about the question. Question number 1. What do you want to leave in this year? What do you want to leave behind? Question number 2. What are you tired of carrying? Question number 3. What doesn't fit you anymore? Because if you're walking into 2026 with the same resentment, the same people, the same energy, the same wounds, it's going to feel like the same year on repeat. And when I say this with love. Sometimes the person we need to walk away from is an older version of ourselves. The version of us that tolerated too much, the version that stayed quiet to keep the peace, the version that apologized for things we didn't even do, the version that thought we weren't enough. 2026 is not the year to shrink. It's the year to stand tall, even if your voice shakes. Let's talk about becoming better human beings. I said better. I did not say perfect. Let's be better humans, better listeners, better communicators, better at boundaries, better at choosing peace over reaction, better at knowing when to walk away, better at knowing when to stay, better at protecting our energy, better at loving ourselves enough to say no more. We cannot control how others treat us, but we can control how long we allow it. Growth isn't pretty. It can be messy. It will be uncomfortable. It's facing yourself in moments where you'd rather look away, but it is necessary. I want to talk about softness. Softness doesn't mean letting people walk all over you. Softness doesn't mean being naive. Softness doesn't mean ignoring the red flags. Softness means you remain kind even though you've been hurt. It means you stay compassionate without betraying yourself. It means you choosing healing instead of revenge. The world needs softer people with stronger boundaries. And that's what 2026 needs from us. Now I'm going to shift this into something deeply personal. Some of you may know that I recently had a live with a friend of mine, Janet, who lives on the island back in the Azores. She has in her care a colony of cats. And it was very heartbreaking to hear what some of those animals have gone through. But something happened after that episode that really changed who I am. It changed me a little. She said something that has stayed with me ever since we had that live. And that night after the live, I went to bed and I woke up the next morning and my brain just kept repeating what she said. She said to me, Lucia, sometimes I ask God, why can't people see and feel what I see and feel? And I just stopped. I felt that in my chest because that's exactly what it feels like to be devoted to something so important, something so sacred, and to realize not everyone else can understand the weight of it. Her words reminded me that compassion isn't just a feeling. It's a responsibility. It's a calling. It's a push to stand up for the voiceless, for the ones who cannot speak, who cannot defend themselves. And in that conversation, I felt this spark again. This fire to speak louder, to advocate harder, to use my platform to bring attention to the lives that need our voice most. Janet will be joining me in the new year, and I can't wait to dive deeper with her. But today, I want you to feel the energy of that moment with me, the heartbreak, the weight, the passion, and the reminder that change starts with one person daring to care enough to act. Before I let you go, I want to say this. If this year broke you, I'm proud of you for surviving it. If people hurt you, I'm proud of you for still having a heart. If you lost yourself, I'm proud of you for trying to find your way back. 2026 is not about becoming a new person. It's about becoming the real one, the healed one, the one who knows their worth now, the one who forgives themselves, the one who chooses peace, the one who speaks up, not just for themselves, but for the voiceless. I thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for letting me into your day, your heart, your healing. And thank you for being human. I'll see you in the new year. And trust me, we're just getting started. Until then.